What were you doing prior to this?
What was I doing? And I was so difficult to like get hired anywhere because I just finished school and they're like, yeah. And then I was like, well, I need to make some money. So I worked at this like really shady, I think it was illegal, kind of like bikini bar. And like it wasn't like a strip club because there wasn't a pole. It was like a pipe. And like it was a thick pipe, and you could hear like water like running down the pipe.
So it wasn't a pipe; it was actually a water main.
It probably was. Yeah.
I love a trashy bar like that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. And it was like literally like in an industrial office area.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, and I just remember my friend like helping me like count out my crumpled out sweaty ones and like be like, I'm gonna make it someday. And that's kind of like, and then I was like webcamming and stuff too, and yeah, I did a lot of strange things for some change things, you know?
Do you have any crazy stories from that bar with the water pipe?
Oh, the water pipe. Oh, yes. I mean, it was like a really kind of a seedy place. Like people could smoke inside. I came home smelling like cigarettes all the time. I almost got beat up. Huh. But like, because I was like doing a dance with this guy, and then this girl saw me. I didn't think it was his girlfriend, but he came there to make her jealous. There was some drama, and she like pushed me off of him, and I was like, "Don't kill me!" And then she slapped him. So, and then his friends were just watching and laughing while she was really beating him up. And but yeah, that place was so crazy that yeah, there was like somebody got shot there, and they're no longer with us. I don't know who it was, but they died, and it was, yeah. So, and then that's why it closed for a little while. So,
yeah. Was that an LA place?
No, it wasn't even. It was kind of in the same city where Google like started. Oh, okay. Mountain View area. Yeah. Okay. Don't come for me, but yeah, it's kind of. And they had like, they didn't even have like normal chairs. They had like lawn chairs. Like,
really?
Yeah. So.
That sounds like a strip club I went to in Arkansas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same kind of like, I love going to those real shitty strip clubs because there's just, I'm like, how are you guys stay open?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Well, I think they're kind of open to like help, like, you know, kind of like launder the money that they're, you know.
Probably.
Probably one of the many great places where you could go do that.
So, did this job actually have any like extracurricular activities? Because I know some like a deja vu or this. I've met girls in there. We're like, oh well, Sugar over there was sucking the dude's dick for a quarter.
Oh my gosh! You know what's so funny is I worked at a strip club where it literally they had tissue boxes in the lap dance room, and I'm like.
That's smart.
Well, but I get it, but like the tissues were like the thin, really shitty ones.
How dare you?
And I was like, ew, like at least have baby wipes or something.
Yeah.
If they had like their like stripper night, and they had like this company, this guy, I think he was a pimp, and all the girls came in and they were all like super tan and like skinny and sexy and like their hair done, and they were all super skinny, like tan, like kind of like. You know, that really popular look at the time, that spray tan look. And then there was one girl that was just like thick. And I'm like, yes, but there wasn't like that much variety. Anyways, so they were like making so much money. There was like money everywhere because they were just butt naked. They showed up just completely naked. And then I like went in the bathroom and there was just two girls in there with this one guy in the stall. And the stalls were like not like normal bathroom stalls. The stall was kind of like a fitting room where like you could see your head over the top and you could see your full legs. Oh. And it was just like this much of your body was covered. And then I could just see them like taking turns, like, you know, passing off the baton. And and I was like, you get them, girls, you do it.
Make that money.
Yeah, exactly.
So have you ever had any times where you were draining some guys?
I did. Well, I did it when I was like, I went to a strip club in Australia and I learned this really cool trick where like she puts like $100 bill like on her pussy, and then the person like lays their head down, like lays down completely flat, and then she just like picks it up like that. Ooh. Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, I gotta try it. And so I did that like 10 times with this one guy for $100 each, and that was really fun. Oh. But then on the last one, he dropped the $1, or not the $1, the $100. He went like, and then and I was just like, I sat on his face. Oh. And everybody was like, oh shit. And I was like, you little pervert. Like, he's like, yeah, it was worth it. And I guess after 10 times, I'm like, okay.
I like that. It was worth it. Totes, bro.
Yeah.
I've met some girls at a strip club that are not worth it.
It just depends, you know.
What's the nastiest girl you think you've ever seen in a strip club? You don't say a name, but like.
The nastiest?
Yeah, like, cause I've met some girls there. I'm just like.
Well, there was one I got kind of worried about because I was doing this thing with like, I was trying out some stuff and I was like, okay, well maybe I'll do something with like candle wax. And I was like, and I tried to do it on myself and I baby. So I was like, oh no, it hurts. But the one girl was, I think she was on like a lot of painkillers because she came up to me, her eyes like rolling back in her head. She's like, I'll do it. I love candle wax. And I was like, okay, all right. Well, you look like you could handle it to me. And I like, there was a lot of wax in the candle and it like all over her. Like I could try to drip it, but then she like moved because she was like all over the place. Right. And then like it just like all spilled like all over her, like all the wax. And she didn't even seem to flinch. I was just like, dang, this girl's a wild one.